situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
First down, they start out with Gaints. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Gaints once again. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Gaints on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now back to throw. That's caught. This is Gaints. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Giants first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Ojabo. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick 6, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they've got the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
Good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. When you look at this defense, they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they'd have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave them with a third and just a yard. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. They'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
2nd and 7.
Hey, middle.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 57 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. Israel Abanikanda, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Gano the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. On the handoff for Campbell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So 4th down coming. We still haven't seen a punt yet. At least here, they're in a reasonable spot to go for it.
This I can understand. Some of the others, not so much.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Back to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown! Israel Abanikanda with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Partner deuces wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Jackson on first down, sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Jackson now. Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
On third down, Jackson, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
2nd and 11. Completed to Hyatt. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he will have the Giants first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The give now to Abanikanda. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Jackson. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. In motion, Aguilar. A first down carry for Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, Henry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on.
Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this two shall pass, this two shall pass, and finally kept having to go patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught. This is a Banacanda. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that.
It got his man complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jackson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback
He's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
That one into the hands of Flowers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Henry up the middle. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. There's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When they didn't accomplish their goal, they didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot. I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he's going to bring this one down right about the 20-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. It's complete to Robinson. And he will have a Giants 1st down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's Abanikanda. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. They'll run it with Abanikanda. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Israel Abanikanda. His third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Gano the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This is 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Now Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Abanikanda once again. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though?